leading the nation in school communications, award-winning D93 News starts now.
Hello and welcome to D93 News presented by Idaho Farm Bureau. Happy Valentine's Day and happy board meeting day. We've got a board meeting tonight.
We sure do. Valentine's Day means dances, and there were some strong 80s vibes at Ammon, where they were dancing the night away last week.
We have our Valentine's dance we do every year at Ammon Elementary, and this year we decided to go neon, so we're wearing bright colors. We've got black lights, disco lights, and we've got snacks, and people get to bring in their families and they're having fun.
The regular season has come to an end for our boys basketball teams, and Hillcrest finished in familiar territory, undefeated in conference play.
On senior night, Hillcrest started their team manager, and we brought you that story as part of our Drive Well Idaho Drive of the Week. Of course, we're talking about the one and only Bray.
It was so cool to be there and watch Bray rise to the moment. It's something that I don't think we'll ever forget. We teamed up with Sportsline, and Eric Moon was able to dive deeper into Bray's incredible journey.
Hillcrest boys basketball has won back-to-back 4A state championships, and they chase a three-peat this season. Their unsung hero is this guy, their team manager, who finally got his chance to play on senior night Wednesday. Here's the story of Bray Stephenson. It is senior night at Hillcrest, and one senior is about to steal the show. Bray Stephenson is making his first career start, and he scored his first career basket right away.
It was wonderful, you know, the whole gym went wild and they were chanting my name, and it was just very special for me. I've always wanted to do that, at least go out there, go for a minute at least, and just be on the court with them.
Bray's road to this point has been anything but easy. Growing up in Ethiopia, Bray suffered from a rare disease called latharism, an incurable neurological disorder that causes paralysis of the lower limbs, and at one point, Bray couldn't walk. While Bray was living in an Ethiopian orphanage, Skylar and Andrea Stephenson adopted Miles Stephenson from that same orphanage, where Andrea noticed Bray.
She said, I just have this feeling that there's another kid there that needs us. And she said, you know, it's this kid. And she said his name. And I said, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not so sure we're ready to adopt another. And she said, I just have this feeling.
He was officially adopted in the fall of 2016. At this point, Bray had overcome latharism to walk on his own again, but with a limp.
I've done a lot of hard things with latharism, and I've also done a lot of things that I couldn't do.
By the summer of 2017, he was playing baseball, and Sportsline took notice because he was throwing darts.
He pitched that whole season. You guys did a story on him, and it was cool to see him, you know, just excel in that sport. But here we are today, and it's a different sport, different time, and he's still having a blast.
A new love for basketball and a love for the Golden State Warriors turned into a love for the Hillcrest Knights. He couldn't play due to his limp, but he could be a part of the team as a manager.
I knew right away that he was a special young man and somebody that we needed in our program. And so we got him hooked up with our freshman team that first year because he was a freshman himself, and he was phenomenal.
To most people, filling up water bottles and adjusting chairs is tedious. But for Bray, it's the time of his life.
He has a smile on his face every day. Never a bad day.
For him to have the attitude that he has and to just radiate that to his teammates, to his classmates, to his family members, that's a special thing.
I had so many memories of all the last 4 years. I made a lot of good friendship with all of them, the coach staff, my teammates, and even the student section.
So when he got his chance, he made the most of it. With the Knights leading by 40 in the late stages, he checked back in to try and hit a three.
One more, Bray. One more, Bray.
As Bray shoots, you can see the seniors, and they're just like holding their breath, seeing if he's going to make that shot. And when he makes a shot, they just go crazy.
But he wasn't satisfied with one, and he got an assist from the Idaho Falls Tigers, the opposing team.
They brought Bray back in, and at that point, Tegan Sorensen came over and said, "I got him, coach," and I kind of smiled, and he smiled. Bray got another chance, and Tegan tipped it to him, actually, and he splashed another one. To be a part of it, well, it was way special.
Was it a dream come true?
Yes, that was a really dream come true. I wanted to hit those threes. After I made those 2 threes, I felt amazing, and just like everybody was going crazy, and my teammates were by me and just cheering for me.
I spent some time with Bray at Hillcrest's next game against Shelley on Friday, and I will always remember this. I asked him, when his teammates are out on the court making big plays and winning state titles, does it feel like he's out there with them? Without hesitation, he said, absolutely.
Very cool, and he really is an inspiration.
He really is. It's stories like that that make this job so special. And if you would like to join our D93 team, you'll want to mark your calendars for February 26th. This year's event is being held at Hillcrest High School on the 26th from 3 to 6. We'll have more information in tomorrow's D93 News Family Newsletter.
Now, this week's ERMAC Health Minute is very timely. It talks about when to call a doctor for a sick infant. The ERMAC Health Minute is brought to you by Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center.
Oftentimes, parents are unsure when to notify the pediatrician about their ill infant. There are certain signs that are definite indicators that you should call your pediatrician. The first is fever. If your baby is newborn to 3 months and has a fever of 100.4 or higher, it is a medical emergency. Go straight to the hospital. If your baby is 3 months to 6 months old and has a fever of 100.4 or higher, notify your pediatrician and they can guide you as to what to do next. If your infant is 6 months to 2 years old and has a fever of 102 or higher for 3 days consecutive, the physician should be notified. A second indicator would be respiratory difficulties. If your baby is breathing faster than normal or is working hard to breathe, they may have a wheeze, cough. Another indicator that you may need to notify your physician with is changes in your baby's behavior. If they are sleeping longer than they normally do, if they are not consolable, or there can be changes in their eating behaviors. If they skip more than 2 meals in a row, you should notify your physician. If you have any concerns, please reach out to your pediatrician, or you can call our 24/7 consultant nurse line and they can direct you on the next step to take.
Now, good information there. We have a programming note. We will have a special report next week.
That's right. D93 News is headed to Boise for ISBA's Day on the Hill. We'll have more information about this special event during D93 News next week. But we want to share one more awesome story from our community this week.
Walker Steffen is a fixture at Bonneville games. He's easy to spot with his Bonneville flag. You'll catch him at many road games too. And it was actually at a road game last week against Skyline where he told us about his new shoes that came from some fans at Bonneville. Super cool stuff right there.
Super cool stuff for a super fan. He's just a good kid. And I saw him and here's some video of it. He's high-fiving each girl, and as they went off. But I think he took that as bad as any of the girls. He really wanted them to win. And we have some passionate people who I love that they're showing that they want others to succeed, and that's one of our cornerstones is teamwork.
Absolutely, and it's always great to see those super fans at all our games. I know Hillcrest has a super fan. I'm not sure about Thunder Ridge.
Yeah,
but they're a little younger. At
Even
school.
Other districts, the Tiger Man, when he comes over, and he was at senior night. That was such a special time with Bray, and but yeah, some really.
It just
cool
involves
things.
the community. And, it really does involve the community, school spirit, school pride.
Hey, go D93.
D93. We'll see you next time on D93 News.